What's up, everybody? This is Betty Garza, your local realtor right here in South Florida. And today we're going to be talking about the top 5 neighborhoods to live in Wellington, Florida. And we're getting at it right here. Okay, so if this is the first time to my channel and you're thinking about relocating to South Florida, this channel is going to tell you everything you need to know about eating, sleeping, playing, working, living right here in South Florida. So you are welcome to hit that subscribe button or click that like button so that you're notified every time I post a new video, which is weekly. My team and I specialize in helping people relocate to the South Florida area. And we absolutely love it because we're getting text messages, emails, phone calls, pigeon carriers, smoke signals. People are doing whatever it takes to get a hold of us when they're thinking about relocating to this area. And also, it helps get the information and videos like this one out to other people that are looking for the same information as you. And also, there's a link in the description where you could set up a one-on-one with me. Just click on that, pick a time and day that works for you, and let's chit chat about what it is you're looking for. I could answer any questions that maybe I don't get to on this video or any of my other videos for you. And we can go a little more in depth about what it is you're looking for and how I could help you with the relocation or moving here to South Florida. Okay, so let's get into it. The top 5 neighborhoods in Wellington, Florida. I'm going to be giving you information about each neighborhood. So let's get to it. Neighborhood number 1 is the Isles at Wellington. Guys, this neighborhood is huge. It consists of 8 subdivisions within, and it's at one of the higher price ranges of Wellington, other than number 5, which you should definitely stay tuned. I made another video on this. I had featured one of the homes in that neighborhood, but it's very unique and I think you'll just find it very interesting. The Isles at Wellington is a very beautiful neighborhood, okay? It's a gated neighborhood. The median home price in the Isles at Wellington is ranging around $738,000. Okay, these homes are also on the larger side. It consists of 4 and 5 and more plus bedrooms within the homes. So whether it's just you and your spouse or just you, or maybe you're looking to grow a family or you have a large family, this is definitely a neighborhood that you're going to want to look into. And if it's you and your spouse and you guys have a large family that comes into town, that lives locally, well, definitely entertaining is not going to be a problem. You'll have plenty of room, plenty of guest rooms for them to stay if you want them to stay. So these homes within the neighborhood, 8 subdivisions, so it's very large. The entrance in this neighborhood, it is gated and it is very expansive. Beautiful entrance. It's got all the amenities you're looking for, resort style, huge clubhouse, fitness center, spa, tennis. They have it all. So literally within this neighborhood, a lot of people tend to work from home. And I think that what's a plus with that is that if you have a schedule that you follow, whether it's, waking up at the crack of dawn, you work out, maybe you go for a swim, whatever it might be, you don't have to leave the neighborhood for this. It literally has everything you need. The Isles at Wellington, with the resort style amenities, with the medium home price being in the mid 700s, I honestly think it is a great location. Also, all of these neighborhoods are located within Wellington. And if you haven't watched my other video, a little bit about Wellington is that all the schools are A-rated, elementary, middle, and high. So, and there's also private schools that are located within Wellington that have a great reputation. You could also find that information at niche.com, greatschools.org. And so being an A-rated city of Florida is definitely a plus. So the Isles at Wellington is neighborhood number 1. Before I move into neighborhood number 2, also just know that this Isles at Wellington is also on the southern side of Wellington, and it's considered one of the newer neighborhoods. Wellington doesn't have a lot of new construction. It is very established and built out already, this city of Wellington. And these homes were built in the 2000s, which is considered newer as far as your other homes, as far as being built in the 60s, 70s. There's a city that is about 30 minutes east of here, which is Lake Worth, also West Palm, you find homes even in the early 20s. Being built in the 2000s is definitely considered newer. Okay, so neighborhood number 2 is Olympia. Olympia, the homes here are also built in the 2000s, and it also has a very expansive entrance. It is man-gated as well, and this entrance, when I tell you, it's got like this huge bridge that leads you to the man gate. So it's not like right off the main road. You literally have 2 huge lakes on each side. It's just a very beautiful neighborhood. And you can see it from the main road, which is Forest Hill. There is also an entrance off of SR7 441, which is one of the main roads here in the western part of our county, of Palm Beach County. And it's near everything. You have the Wellington Mall, which is right across the street. You have a Whole Foods, you have a Trader Joe's. So Olympia is very centrally located. It is on the more east central side of Wellington, as you can see right here in this map. So Olympia being very centrally located, near the mall, near, not far from where, the polo events go on. As you know, Wellington is known as an equestrian city. So Olympia also consists of larger homes, 4-5 bedrooms plus, single family homes, most with garages. The median home price here is ranging around the $732,000 price range. Homes were built in the 2000s, and it is a very suburban feel. So these homes are also those homes where there were certain models made. So, every, 4th, 5th house could be like the same one that you saw. Maybe it's a different color, maybe it's a different layout, but a lot of these homes were built based on certain model types. So it's not going to be that type of neighborhood that has a bunch of different homes, but instead it keeps that flow and consistency throughout the neighborhood as far as aesthetics and looks. And within this neighborhood, you find a mix of all ages. You have older, younger, families, non-families. So it's a mix of everything. Also, the central aspect of this neighborhood is its clubhouse. Now, they also offer tennis. Their clubhouse offers a media room, a fitness room. They have also recreational activities like indoor basketball, tennis courts, playground for the kiddos, all kinds of stuff within the neighborhood. So you don't necessarily have to leave. But when you do, honestly, it is so, like I was saying before, it is centrally located. Also, as I've said in other videos, Wellington doesn't have a lot of nightlife. Restaurants, small bars, and stuff like that is kind of what you would do a lot of in Wellington. I know that they have a Flanagan's right across the street. I mean, if you're looking to like watch sport games or, whatever it is on TV, the Flanagan's is right there. They have a First Watch, which is great for breakfast. I tend to do a lot of DoorDash, so First Watch is definitely my first choice. They have great food and their service is also great. So whatever it is you're looking for, Olympia definitely is that centrally located neighborhood. There's a huge park right down the street, which is Okeechobee Park, and that park offers everything. I'm talking about like pavilions to host a party. I've hosted my son's, that's where I had his first birthday party. Huge pavilions, they have playgrounds. They have, if you're looking to put the kiddos in soccer, they offer soccer there. Wellington also has a whole nother league of their own where you can put them in soccer. They have baseball fields, which is great for like you as an adult. If you're one that likes to kind of get involved in different sports and stuff, they have a baseball league there. And the soccer league goes all the way to like 19 years old. So that is Olympia. Olympia is another great neighborhood. I remember I was back when working in a different field, I had some of my coworkers that were like buying them when they were new construction. And I believe they still live there and they love it. I mean, they used to always talk very highly of this neighborhood. Okay, so that brings us into neighborhood number 3 in Wellington, Florida, is Versailles. Okay, so Versailles is a neighborhood that consists of more of your median house size. If you're one that's not looking for that 4 or 5 plus bedroom size homes, in this neighborhood, they also offer 3 and 4 bedrooms. The median home price here is ranging around the $744,000. And this one is located on the east central side of Wellington as well. It's just a little bit more south of where Olympia is, the last neighborhood I just talked about. And Versailles, the way that they described this neighborhood online was the design and the looks of the home is very much like a French country chateau. And it has a very windy, long entrance into this neighborhood that's, they've got palm trees on each side. So the aesthetics is super, nice, very South Florida, but yet, kind of like a French feel to it. These homes were also built in the 2000s. The entrance also has like a tiered fountain. So they definitely put some thought into this. It's a very well maintained neighborhood, and it consists of about 450 homes. It's managed by a company called the Castle Group, and online it literally said, every resident receives royal service. So if that's the case, then, definitely Versailles is a neighborhood that you would want to come in, take a look at. If you're looking for, like I said, the homes that's a little bit smaller, not necessarily a big home, like the homes that have the 5-6+ bedrooms. Okay, so I'm gonna move into the last two neighborhoods, but if you're definitely finding this information useful, hit that like button and that subscribe button so that you're notified every time I post a new video, which is weekly. And also so this information gets out to other people that are maybe looking to move and relocate to Wellington. Okay, so the next two neighborhoods are a little different compared to the first three that I talked about. The first three, also what I forgot to mention was that they're not really located on big lots. They're within neighborhoods that are probably ranging about 5, 7, maybe 8,000 square feet. Also within those neighborhoods, you can have some of the lots that were maybe premium and they're a little larger, but for the most part, the lots are not big. Now, why do I say big and small, right? Within here in Palm Beach County, there's different areas where you have homes that are on larger lots. I've talked about Loxahatchee, which is just west of Wellington. They have homes that really range maybe 1/4 of an acre, 1/2 acre, an acre of lot. To me, that is large, right? You're gonna wanna be outside. You're not gonna be pushing and cutting the grass. You're gonna be on a rider. If you cut your own grass, if not, pay someone to do that for you, or a company or something like that. Or even some of these neighborhoods that I talked about, some of them include, the shrubbery, the grass, the lawn care, stuff like that. But otherwise, within these next two neighborhoods, they are homes that are located on larger lots. So let's talk about neighborhood number 4, which is the Paddock Park of Wellington. So what makes this so unique and different compared to the first three neighborhoods I talked about? These homes are on larger lots. So you're looking at like an acre. An acre is a lot of land. And these homes they're on the medium size. So you're looking at 3 and 4 bedrooms or more. So also, again, if you're not looking for those huge houses, they do have some 3-bedroom options within this neighborhood. And also, there's 2 different parts to the Paddock of Wellington. There's Paddock Park 1 and Paddock Park 2. This is a non-gated equestrian neighborhood. So that's what makes it unique. If you're one that has horses, maybe you come into town for the polo season of Wellington, which is between November and April. This is definitely a neighborhood you may want to look into. Also, these homes are a little older than the other neighborhoods that I mentioned that were built in the 2000s. These homes were built between the 70s and late 90s. Some of the homes here even have private horse barns. I don't know about you, but I watch a lot of Yellowstone, and that's kind of what this makes me think of, that farm feel. But remember, Wellington is on the west end of our county, but it's not as far west as, Loxahatchee, Westlake, where they're all the way west. Wellington is maybe on a good day about a 30-minute drive to the beach. These other neighborhoods that are west of there, you're looking at like 45 minutes. And if it's a lot of traffic, maybe an hour to the beach. So being Wellington and having these large lots is definitely, that kind of mix where you're not too far from the city, yet you still have that, Western kind of feel. So these homes do start on the medium smaller size compared to some of these other places. The homes are between 2,500 to 6,500 square feet. So yes, they do have the options of the 3 and 4 bedrooms, but there are bigger homes which go up into the 6,000 square foot size. The medium home price in Paddock Park of Wellington is around $765,000. And it's just a perfect little neighborhood. Because remember, Wellington is the winter equestrian capital of the world. So between those months, remember the polo season, the competitions, the races, the events, everything's going on. So maybe you're one that kind of comes into town and you know, whether you do a rental or maybe you have a place, definitely check out this neighborhood, because if you could, you know, have a place to come with the horses and to stay, this neighborhood might be the one you want to look into. Okay, so neighborhood number 5, which is one of my favorites. I was there not too long ago, and like I said, I watch a lot of Yellowstone and the cowboys and the country feel. I'm honestly just a fan. And this one house that I saw in this neighborhood was just absolutely gorgeous. It was located on 2.5 acres. I can't talk enough about it. But anyways, number 5, the Equestrian Club Estates. This neighborhood, I went there. It's got a very nice entrance. It's 24-hour manned gated, but it's not as grand as those other ones that I was talking about, you know, with the long entrance, with, you know, the huge fountain. You know, it doesn't have that, but it's honestly like this hidden little gem, and it's on the south side of Wellington, you know, just west of West Lake Worth. And it's just really, it was a great neighborhood, and I'm so glad that I visited. Within this, you have 2 different sides of this neighborhood. You have one that it does have the single family homes on the, you know, smaller lot sizes. Some of them do have large lots. And then you have the other side, which is the house that I was saying that was on a 2.5 acre, which had the stables and, you know, just larger homes, larger lots. The median house price range here is $935,000. And this neighborhood does have the larger homes. So they start around the 4 bedrooms and go into 5 and more. Also, these homes, except for the one that I was talking about, that one was redone completely. But the original homes were built between the 70s and the late 90s. The other 4 neighborhoods that I mentioned also are owner occupied. So there's not a lot of like people that are in there renting, or the homes aren't vacant. Most of them, high percentage of those homes are owner occupied. But within this neighborhood, it's the opposite. A lot of these are seasonally occupied. It's just because it's an equestrian neighborhood. So a lot of these people are in town for the season, or they rent these homes out in the season. A lot of people that come in town for the polo and the different events that are going on within those months, you know, of November to April, will rent a home while they're here. And I know that the other home that I had visited that same day was a 5 bedroom with a pool and lake view, absolutely gorgeous as well. That was a 5 bedroom. And that homeowner had bought that house to then rent it out, because you can do that immediately as well. Once you purchase, you can then rent it out seasonally or annually. And this neighborhood also offers a clubhouse, the media room, pool. So if you do end up in this neighborhood and they don't have a private pool at that home, remember that neighborhood does offer one. They also have a fitness center and tennis. So another great neighborhood. And remember, Wellington A-rated schools, if you're one that's here full time. It's just west enough to have that Western kind of feel, but at least close enough and centrally located. Wellington offers so much: restaurants, shopping, things to do, events going on for sure. So those are the top 5 neighborhoods in Wellington, Florida. Don't forget, click that link below if you want to set up a one-on-one with me, chit chat about what it is you're looking for. We specialize in helping people relocate right here to South Florida, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.